Hello everybody and welcome back to Down the Rabbit Hole with Alice Hatter. My name is Alice Hatter and I was born and raised in New Orleans. Tonight's episode is titled Kinks. Tonight we're going to talk about kinks. Now, I'm a grown, well-educated, financially independent, and hardworking young woman. I have 2 degrees and I've worked multiple corporate jobs in Manhattan. I got out of a 6-year relationship about 7 or 8 years ago. When that happened, I promised myself I would stay single as long as I dated that one minor setback in love. So I did that. Since I've been single for about 7 or 8 years at this point, I finally have had enough random romantic endeavors that I have a lot of stories to tell. I was celibate for about 2-ish years after COVID. I broke that around Thanksgiving 2023. My favorite boys, I had an Earl, a Boo Bear. Not so favorite boys, I had a Christmas boyfriend and a Thanksgiving boyfriend. I said the names in order of who was best in bed. Now, 3 out of these 5 guys asked me if I had an OnlyFans. I'm not sure why they assume or felt the need to ask me if I had an OnlyFans. It's probably because I'm a busty blonde who's gorgeous and who's been able to afford to move across the country during her 20s multiple times. But newsflash, dudes, I got a scholarship and employers paid me to move because I kick ass. It's called having a job. And it's called being smart enough to negotiate business contracts. Something you losers would know nothing about because your parents have either handed you everything or you're just lazy. So, they're probably sitting at home scratching their balls on Instagram in their tiny hole of a life, looking at my fabulous pictures like, oh man, how does she afford it? She must have an OnlyFans. Them titties would sell. Excuse me? Yuck. Get your mind out of the trash, young men. One of these guys even said to me, I'm not interested. You give it out for free. He said this after I rejected him, of course. He was trying to hurt my feelings. But excuse me. Would you rather make me charge you for my nudes? Is that what y'all want? Do you guys want me to make you charge for nudes and stop trying to find love? Because I'm a firm believer that money and love shouldn't be together. I don't know. Do you guys want to pay for my nudes? Is that what it is? You want me to be on OnlyFans? Is that why you keep asking? Because I am honestly one minor setback in love away from giving up on the love bullshit completely and dedicating my life to having an army of simps. Mind you, the loser who said this to me is the guy who took dick pills and basically forced himself on me when I was physically injured and asked him for a non-sexual favor, which is why he was at my house in the first place. That asshat got very lucky. But you can't win these days, ladies. I'm sorry. Either you don't have an OnlyFans and guys think poorly of you because you, quote, give it out for free, or you're a thought because you have an OnlyFans. And you definitely cannot be trusted because you have an army of simps. You just can't win, you guys, ladies, not guys. Ladies, we just can't win. Men, maybe if y'all would make honest women out of us, man up, we wouldn't be in this mess. But one thing I've learned about men is that men love mess. Have you ever been in a single man's bedroom? It is generally a mess because they love making mess, but they don't love cleaning up the messes that they've made. Y'all, if I ever do sell my nudes, it won't be on OnlyFans. I hate to break it to you. I ain't giving no man a cut of my nude profits. The OnlyFans pimp can suck me tit. But yeah, back to Kinks. One of these guys was super into calling me baby girl. We would have been having sex for a while, and then randomly he would start whispering predatory things in my ear. He would say, "Baby girl, I can't wait to drop you off at school tomorrow and watch my cum run down your leg as you walk into school." Then he would say other stuff like, "I'm your stepdad and you're my stepdaughter and I'm spying on you at the pool, touching your tight little pussy." I asked him to stop multiple times. I even pulled away from this man during sex, but he kept doing it on multiple occasions after I asked him to stop, which is something I rarely do because I love having sex. But that dude really creeped me out with his step-parent incest kinks. It really grossed me out. I've had multiple step-parents. Not for me. Yuck. Needless to say, sex was not the same after that. The other guy I was seeing, oh man, this guy. We were on a date getting pizza. We're eating and I ask him, "What's the weirdest thing you do living alone as a single person?" Y'all not gonna believe what this man told me. He was very honest, which I kind of like about him. He was very honest. He goes, "Well, sometimes I watch," I don't want to say the word. It starts with beast and ends in ality. He goes, "Sometimes I watch the B word." I sat there, silently looking at him. My mind was racing. I immediately knew I had to get away from him and break up with him. I was like, "Well, have you ever acted on it?" He was like, no. Just when I was little, some guy used to show it to me, and now I just kind of like watching it. My skin crawled. I was like, I gotta get out of here. As soon as I got home, I called him and broke up with him. It's honestly animal abuse, and if there's one thing I love in this world, it's animals. Animals are the most innocent, beautiful creatures on this planet. They're even more innocent and beautiful than babies. I don't care what your opinion is on that. Animals are cuter than babies. Then, of course, some sick man goes and puts his cucumber where it doesn't belong and ruins the innocence of an animal. I'm sorry, but men, why are y'all so obsessed with sticking your cucumber in places where it doesn't belong? It's like, I'm going to stick my cucumber in a pie. I'm going to stick my cucumber in the back door. Like, no, it goes one place, y'all. It's not rocket science. But needless to say, that ended very quick. The other dude was super into rape porn. He always wanted me to act like I was being raped when we were doing it. And honestly, I felt like I was being raped after a while. He used to show me those porn videos where at the end the girl would be like, "I liked it." And he would be like, "See, she liked it." I wish I could go back in time and tell him, "Yo, idiot, they were paid good money to say that." Now let's just think about the porn stars, okay? Lexi Belle, my favorite. Let's think about Lexi Belle. Lexi Belle, she doesn't go home when Lexi Belle's at home trying to get herself off. I know for a fact, because I'm a hot woman, I know for a fact she's not thinking about getting raped, because you men are sick. That's some gross shit that men created because they got testosterone poisoning and they want to stick their fucking cucumber in anything that moves. It's fucking disgusting. What happened to love? Where is the love? Come on, y'all. Black Eyed Peas of the 90s. Can we just go back? Like, you guys want to choke us out like we're dying, but it means you love us? Like, it's all just so confusing. I just don't... You want to choke me out because you love me? You want to rape me because you love me? The fuck? No. No. Then there are the dudes that have their masturbation routines so well thought out that they would rather be alone and do that than deal with some girl. I respect this. because I have an amazing masturbation routine. And I have the most amazing vibrator. It's called the Unicorn Suction Set by ZALO. I'll link it in my bio. Ladies, definitely add this item to your cart. I've spent a lot of my life sexually frustrated by men who couldn't please me sexually. Ever since I got the Unicorn Suction Set by ZALO, I'm no longer sexually frustrated. It's the one dildo that can actually get me off. And I can be in my own world without any of y'all's weird kinky bullshit and do my own thing. Fucking love it. Link in bio. Unicorn Suction Set by ZALO. Check it out. Life changer. But yeah, ever since I got that, I'm no longer sexually frustrated. I love that thing. But we all know that men get off on being withholding, just like the grandma from Arrested Development. I hope to be her when I'm old, just without all the weird, ugly kids. I don't know. I miss having sex with guys who haven't spent a large fraction of their life watching hundreds of hours of porn and whacking their cucumber. But the older we get, the more time they have to watch porn and whack their cucumber. Making love and having sex and whacking cucumbers are 3 different things. I do have a weird kink I feel open to talking about. It's more of a mental thing. There's 2 types of guys I'll go for. These are not the type of guys who fall in love with me. These are the type of guys I know are emotionally unavailable. The first type are jocks, mama's boys, sexy, tall, broad shoulders, muscles, and big dicks. Y'all know that's how I like them. They are dumb as rocks, but they can fuck like Hercules. Skiers and surfers are by far my favorite jocks. Gym rats are my least favorite type of jock, but I'll still fuck them for a short time because they are hot and they care about their body. It's cute. The second type of guy I go for, these are emotionally unavailable guys, at least 2 years younger than me. And, they're really smart. They have a lot going for them. They don't go to the gym. They are, in school or something. They, play video games, that type of dude. It's the kind of guy who's, mom brought them pizza rolls while they were on the computer as kids, and as adults they still just want to be on the computer and have someone bring them pizza rolls, you know what I mean? That kind of guy. They have huge egos because they grew up with their parents in the court system, and they have egos that are so huge they fail to realize that there's an entire world outside of their sheltered bubble that their parents built for them. Unfortunately for them, they're not allowed to venture into this wilderness due to classism, and they're really missing out. What do I do with these men? Well, I'll act like a real cool chick for a month, like the coolest chick ever. Now we start getting close. I make sure they like me at least a little. Then I love bomb them. Love bomb them. I freak them out intentionally so that they pull away. I call them my boyfriend. I'll do it randomly in conversation just to gauge their reaction. I'll tell them I love them to test them. I'll tell them my period is late to test them. I'll tell them that they need to get tested for STIs just to test them. This is me testing your reaction. I get off to it, I can't lie. You think real love and marriage is all daisies and rainbows? Heck no. I'd rather start with some issues and see how you react. And then we can move forward. You know what I mean? We gotta throw in those real life issues to make you squirm. I love seeing a cute boy squirm. If you fail the test, I deserve better. It's as simple as that. And I love when they fail. I sit at home with my unicorn suction set and think of how confused, annoyed, and irritated they are at me for pushing them. My older brother always stressed the importance of putting men through multiple tests before trusting them. And this is good advice, ladies. But yeah, you guys, every single guy I've dated has eventually told me that there's some weird kink that they have, you know. The only lover to ever meet my needs sexually was Earl. Earl was the most amazing lover. I loved making love with Earl more than anyone I've ever made love with. This man was so good in bed. We would spend hours. He was down for my kinks. I was down for his kinks. We would go skiing. We were both a lot alike. I miss him every day. His birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Earl. You're the sexiest man I've ever been with, and you're by far the best in bed and the most loving and the least creepy. You're just the best. But yeah, you're an amazing lover. And everyone else, have a great night. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time.